The night Emma lost him, the city was glowing like nothing was wrong. Traffic lights blinked patiently. Restaurants buzzed with laughter. Somewhere, music played too loudly. And yet, in one narrow hospital hallway, time had stopped completely. Emma sat on the floor because her legs no longer trusted her. Her back rested against the cold wall, her phone lying forgotten beside her. She had dropped it when the call came. She hadn't picked it up since. Liam Carter had been hit by a car. The words still didn't make sense. She kept replaying their last conversation in her head. He had teased her for worrying too much. She had told him to text her when he got home. He had promised he would. He never did. Behind the ICU doors, machines breathed for him now. Emma pressed her hands to her face and tried not to scream. 3 years earlier, she had promised herself she would never love this deeply again. Loss had taught her caution. Pain had taught her independence. After her parents died, Emma learned how to survive alone. She worked 2 jobs, paid her bills on time, and kept her heart locked tight. Then Liam spilled coffee on her shoes and ruined everything. It was a crowded morning train. Emma was already late, already stressed, already exhausted. She had been squeezing past people when someone stopped suddenly in front of her. Hot coffee splashed. Gasps followed. Emma froze, mortified. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she said, panic rising. "I wasn't looking. I'll pay for it, I promise." The man looked down at his soaked coat, then back at her, and smiled. "It's okay," he said gently. "I needed an excuse to stop wearing this thing anyway." She blinked. "You're not mad." "Should I be?" he asked, amused. That smile disarmed her. Something about him felt easy. Safe. They ended up standing together the rest of the ride, talking like old friends. He told her his name was Liam. He worked in architecture. Loved quiet places and late-night walks. She told him about her jobs, her small apartment, her fear of standing still. When her stop came, Emma hesitated. She almost let the moment pass. Then she turned back and said, "Would it be weird if I asked for your number?" Liam grinned. "Only if you didn't." From that day on, life softened. They started with coffee, then dinners, then long conversations that lasted until sunrise. Liam never rushed her. When she pulled away emotionally, he didn't chase, he waited. When she spoke about her parents, he listened like it mattered. Emma learned that Liam had his own scars. His mother died when he was young. His father disappeared shortly after. He didn't talk much about his family, but sometimes she caught sadness in his eyes. When he thought she wasn't looking, they fell in love slowly.
And deeply.
Liam was there on Emma's worst days. When she felt like she was failing at life. When bills piled up. When exhaustion made her cry for no clear reason. "You don't have to be strong all the time," he told her once, holding her while she shook. "You can rest with me."
She did.
That's why the hospital felt so wrong. Because the man who had always been her strength now lay silent, broken, unreachable. Days blurred together. Emma slept in a chair, showered in the hospital bathroom, lived off coffee and hope. She talked to Liam constantly. She told him about the weather, about work emails piling up, about how angry she was that he hadn't texted her. "Don't you dare leave me," she whispered one night, forehead resting against his hand. "I've already buried enough people." The doctors were careful with their words. Comas are unpredictable. Recovery varies. We need time. Time felt cruel. Weeks passed. Emma began to fear silence. Fear mornings. Fear hope. Then, on a quiet afternoon when sunlight touched Liam's face, she felt it. A faint pressure. Her heart stopped. "Liam," she whispered. His fingers moved again.
Weak.
Trembling. She laughed and cried at the same time, calling for nurses, barely able to breathe. When his eyes finally opened days later, they were confused, but alive. Recovery was slow and painful. Liam forgot small things. Sometimes he forgot conversations they'd had the day before. Once he forgot how they met. Emma went to the bathroom and cried silently, so he wouldn't see. But she stayed. Every appointment, every therapy session, every bad day. One evening, months later, Liam sat beside her on their couch, quiet. "You know," he said slowly, "they told me you never left." Emma looked at him. "Of course I didn't." "You could have," he said. "Anyone would have understood." She took his face in her hands. "I didn't love you because life was easy. I loved you because even when everything broke, you were still you." Liam swallowed hard. "I don't remember everything," he said, "but I remember this." I remember how it feels when you look at me like I matter." "You always mattered," she said. He pulled her into his arms, holding her like he was afraid she might disappear. Sometimes love isn't dramatic declarations or perfect timing. Sometimes it's waiting in hospital hallways. Sometimes it's choosing someone even when the future is uncertain. Sometimes it's staying when leaving would be easier. And that kind of love lasts forever.